Everyone, myself Hemant Panchal from New Catholic Mission School, Java. Today we are going to start chapter number 11 and your chapter name is Algebra. In algebra we discuss different types of concept regarding variables and patterns. So let's start. Your first topic is matchstick pattern. Now what is the matchstick pattern? With the help of matchstick we draw the different patterns, like first we draw letter L with the help of matchstick. How many matchstick we use? 1 and 2. That means for one letter L we use 2 matchstick, 1 and 2. If we draw more than 2, that means if we draw again we draw the letter L. How many matchstick we use? 1 and 2. That means if we draw 2 matchstick, if we draw 2 letter L, we use matchstick 1, 2, 3, 4. For 2 letter L we use 4 matchstick. Okay, so for letter L we use, for first letter we use 2 matchstick. That means every letter L we use particular 2 matchstick. Okay, now question arises in your mind. If you draw 30 letters L, so for 30 letters L, how many matchstick you use? Okay, so for this we use how many letters? 30. And for one letter L, how many matchstick we use? For one letter, 1 and 2. So we multiply 30 by 2. 30 into 2, 60. So that means we use 60 matchstick. 60 matchstick for draw 30 letter L. So what is the rule we occur? What is the rule we get? That means 2n. 2n. N is a, what is the n? N is a variable. And what it show? So n will be show number of L's. How many L's you draw? That means if you draw 8 letter L, 8 letter, so 8 into 2, 16. So we use 60 matchstick to draw letter L. So this is the concept regarding the letter L. Okay, so this is a matchstick pattern related rule. Okay, now if you draw C, now we discuss matchstick symbol. Now we draw the symbol C. Yeah, we already completed symbol L. Now we draw matchstick letter C. Now we draw letter C. If you draw one letter C, so how many matchstick you use? Okay, for first C we use 1, 2 and 3 matchstick. Okay, for letter C we use 3 matchstick. Okay, if you draw only one C, we use 3 matchstick. Again you draw new C, Okay, so for 2C, how many matchstick we use? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So 2 letter C's we use 6 matchstick. 6 matchstick we use for 2 letter C. So now rule will be 3 into n. That means we use 3 matchstick for 1 letter C, and n is the number of C you draw. Now if you want to draw 6 letter C, how many? 6. So n will be 6. And how many matchstick we use for single C? 3. So 18 matchstick we use for 6 C. So this is a rule belongs to letter C. Okay, so this is called matchstick pattern. How many matchstick we use to draw particular symbol or letter. Okay, now concept of this matchstick pattern, we solve exercise questions 11.1. Now we discuss 11.1. 11.1, find the rule. Question number 1. Find the rule which give the number of matchstick required to make following matchstick pattern. Use a variable to write a rule. So now we write a rule for particular symbol. So your first letter is T. Okay. So for letter T, how many matchstick we use? 1 and 2. Okay. So 1 and 2. So 2 matchstick we use for first letter. Okay. So what is the rule will be? So rule will be 2n. Okay. So n is your n as a variable. Okay. Which variable we use? Variable is n. N is a number of letters. Okay. N will be show number of letters. How many letters you draw? If you want to 3T, so 3T that means what? 2 into 3. So 6 matchstick you will be required for draw 3T. Okay. So rule will be 2n. Okay. Now same as if you draw letter Z. Okay. Now we draw letter Z. So how many matchstick we use in single symbols? 1, 2 and 3. So 3 matchstick we use for single symbol. So rule will be 3 and same as now we change the variable. So we take 3a. So again n is a variable and n is a variable and a is a variable. We use different types of variable in particular question. Okay. So a as a variable. Variable is a symbols which take different types of values. Okay. Variable that means vary. It takes different types of value. Okay. So this is called variable. Variable is a alphabetical symbols. Okay. A, B, C, D, P, Q, R, X, Y, Z. As we should take as required to take any type of any variable. Okay. So now here we use n and a. Okay. Same as if you draw a, sorry, if you draw S, if you draw letter S, how many matchstick you use? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 matchstick require for single S. Now we take variable X. Okay, so X as a variable. Here we take X as a variable. So X has a different types of value. X show the different types of values belongs to number of letters. Now question number 3rd. Cadets are marching in a parade. Question number 5. Now we make for rule for question number 5. Question number 5 is cadets are marching in a parade. There are 5 cadets in a row. Number of cadets in row equal to 5 cadets. How many cadets? 5 cadets in a particular row. So what is the rule which given our number of cadets give us number of row? Use n for the number of rows, and number of rows equal to n. We take n as a variable. What is the variable? N is a variable. So number of cadets equal to, what is the rule? 5n. 5n is show the number of cadets. If you have suppose 5 cadet in a single row, how many rows? N show the rows number. If you have 3 rows, okay, so how many cadets in 3 row? 5 into 3, 15 cadets in 3 row. So n will be show number of rows. Okay, so rule will be 5n. So this is solution of question number 5. Okay, now same as we take question number 8. Leela is Radha's younger sister. Question number 8. Question is, Leela is Radha's younger sister. Leela is 4 years younger than Radha. Okay, so what variable we use? Take Radha age to be x. So Radha age equal to x years. Okay, so now Lakshmi is younger. Lakshmi age is, what is the Lakshmi age? So Lakshmi is younger. Lakshmi is younger than Radha. Younger, that means below age. Okay, so now we subtract Radha x minus how many years younger? So Leela is 4 years younger. Okay, Leela is 4 years younger than Radha. Leela is 4 years younger. That means we subtract 4. Okay, younger, that means below. Okay, so x minus 4 year. Okay, so this is the age of Radha, x minus 4, because x is a Radha age and Lakshmi is a younger, that means minus 4. Okay, so this is a x minus 4. If you in your question suppose older, that means plus 4, older that means bigger, and younger that means smaller. Okay, So this is x minus 4. Now okay, this question is based on matchstick patterns and rule of matchsticks. Okay, so remaining question is your for homework. Try to make different types of rule in particular question. Okay, so remaining question is for your homework. Now we discuss basics rule regarding different types of figures like rectangle, equilateral triangle, and hexagon, octagon. What will be use of perimeter of particular figures? Now we discuss exercise 11.2. 11.2 question number 1. See the question number 1, 11.2. So question is, the side of equilateral triangle is shown by L. That means side of equilateral triangle is shows by L. That means L is your variable. So express the perimeter of equilateral triangle. So perimeter of equilateral triangle is. So first we discuss what is the equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle, that means a triangle has all sides are equal. Okay, in triangle we have 3 sides, 1, 2 and 3. How many sides? 3 sides. Okay, and your side is L. Okay, so all sides are equal in equilateral triangle. So L, L and L. How many L's? 1, 2 and 3 L. So perimeter will be 3 into L. So this is your basic rule of perimeter of equilateral triangle. So your answer will be 3L. Now L show the number of sides in your triangles. Okay. Now question number 2. Question number 2 is, the side of regular hexagon. Okay. Now we discuss regular hexagon. Side of hexagon. Okay, denoted by small l. Okay, denoted by small l. So what is the perimeter of hexagon? Perimeter of hexagon. Now we make the rule of perimeter of hexagon. So we already know what is the hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, how many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6. 2 to 4, 1 and 6, and side is your L. Okay, so diagram is already given in your book. So how many sides? 6 sides. Okay, so how many sides? 6 sides, and your side is L. Okay, side is denoted by L. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 L. Okay, so your answer will be 6L. Basic rule is 6L to finding the perimeter of hexagon, and here L is show the side of hexagon. So this is a concept of finding perimeter of particular figures. Okay, so now this is question number 1 and 2. Okay, now and question number 3, 4 and 5 is for your homework. In question number 5, we show the associative property. You already know what is the associative property. Okay, so try to write the name, what is the property of associativity. Please try, write the syntax of these properties in these questions. Okay, so now we move forward to discuss exercise number 11.3. Okay, so make up as any expression. In this exercise we discuss the expression. Okay, so first question arise in your mind, what is the difference between equation and expression. Okay, so equation, that means equation has a two equal sides, that means LHS equal to RHS. Okay, so x plus 3 equal to 5. Equation has two different sides, LHS and RHS, and in between equal, put the equal signs. Okay, so this is your LHS and this is your RHS, and here equal sign will be put. Okay, so this is called equation. And what is expression? Expression, that means we perform the different types of operation, plus, minus, multiplication, division on particular terms. That means we call AB plus BC plus AC. Okay, so this is a type of expression. In this expression we add the different terms. Okay, so how many terms? As you wish, you add, subtract, multiply, division on particular term. So okay, so this is also types of expression. We use single, equal, and in expression we never use any type of equal sign. Okay, here two sides LHS and RHS, but here is only single sides. Okay, no any left and right concept in the expression. So this is basic difference between equation and expression. So in this exercise we discuss expression. Okay, so with make up as many expression. Question number 1, with numbers as you can from 3 number 5, 7 and 8. Every number should be not used to more than once. Okay, use the only addition, subtraction, multiplication. Okay, so in this question we make different expression. Okay, and in this expression we use only numbers 5, 7 and 8. And we should use only once time of particular number. Okay, only single time. Okay, and perform only addition, subtraction and multiplication. Okay, that means which type of expression we use. Okay, 5 plus 7 into 8. Okay, so addition and multiplication, and use 5, 7 and 8, and 5 minus 7 into 8. Okay, 5 into 7 plus 8. Okay, so this is also types of expression without any variable. We can't use any variable in these questions. Okay, also 8 minus 5 plus 7. Okay, so we use different types of expression, but use only 5, 7 and 8, and only perform addition, subtraction and multiplication in particular expression. So there is a type of four type of expression. We use different types of rather than this we use different types of expression. Okay, so now question number 2, which out of the following expression are with number only number. We never include any variable in expression. So we see a portion y plus 3, this is the expression, but y is a variable, so we never include. Okay, we only classify without variable. Okay, so C portion 5, 21 minus 7 plus 7 into 2. So this is your expression, but in this expression we see no any variable are there. Okay, so this is a expression without any variable. So this is type of expression without any variable, and this is the example of expression with variable. Okay, so please classify the expressions. Okay, question number 4, give expression for the following case. This is very good questions. Now we make the expression. Okay, so first is 7 added to P. Okay, solution, this is the statement. Okay, now we make the expression. So added, that means plus, what will we add? 7 8 2p. Okay, so p plus 7 is your expression. Okay, first put the sign, which number you add? 7. Okay, 2p, that means p plus 7 is your expression. Okay, now D portion, p divided by 7, p divided by 7. So expression will be p divided by 7. Okay, you also write p divided by 7. So this is your expression. Okay, and here p multiplied by minus 5, p multiplied by minus 5. Okay, so this is your f part. Okay, so we call minus 5p. So this is a rule of making the expression from different statements. Okay, and here p is your variable. Okay, now give the expression of the following case. Question number 5, same as similar to the question number 4. Again we give the expression. Your first is 11 added to 2m. Okay, 11 added to 2m. 11 added to 2m. We add the 11 to 2m. Okay, now again we take y 11 subtracted from 2m. B part, 11 subtracted from 2m. Okay, from 2m, that means 2m is here, subtracted minus, and what we subtract? 11. Okay, so 2m minus 11 is your expression. Okay, now h part. Now we discuss h part. Y is multiplied by minus 5. Y is multiplied by minus 5, and result is added to 16, and result is added to 16. Okay, so this is your basic expression of this statement. Okay, so this is the question number exercise 11.3 portion. Now we discuss 11.4. 11.4 question number 1. Okay, in this exercise we have a different types of statement. Question number 1, answer the following. Okay, A part, take Sarita present age to be y. Sarita age equal to y years. Okay, we take a variable y for age, Sarita age. Okay, now A part, what will be that means it is show the future. Okay, what will be her age 5 years from now. Okay, from now what will be the age of in future. Okay, so today Sarita's age is y, but from now what will the age 5 years later, that means plus 5. So okay, suppose today is Sarita is 20 years. Okay, and after 5 years she will be 25-year-old. Okay, so this is the age of Sarita's after 5 years. Okay, now B part, what was her age 3 years back? 3 years back in past, he discussed 3 years back, that means before 3 years. Okay, so y minus 3. Suppose today she is 20 years. Okay, so before 3 years she was 17 years. Okay, so y minus 3. Okay, expression will be y minus 3. Okay, C part, Sarita's grandfather is 6 times her age. Sarita's grandfather age, Sarita's grandfather age is 6 times, that means multiply by 6 in Sarita's age. This is a Sarita's age and grandfather is 6 times. Okay, 6 times, that means multiply by 6. So grandfather will be 6y. Okay, now fourth part, that means D part. Okay, D part is grandmother is 2 years younger than grandfather. Grandmother's age, younger, that means below, minus younger than grandfather. Grandfather age is 6y, and younger, that means minus. How many minus number? 2 years younger, that means minus 2. Grandmother is 2 years younger, that means minus, older, that means plus. Okay, in the case of older we use addition and younger we use subtractions. Okay, 6y minus 2. Okay, so this is a D part. And last part is Sarita's father age is 5 years more than 3 times Sarita's age. Sarita's father age, how many? 5 years more than, that means plus 5, and more than 3 times Sarita's age. Sarita's age is y and 3 times, that means multiply by 3. So Sarita's father age will be 3y plus 5. Okay, so this is question number 1. According to given statement we convert in expressions. Okay, now same question B part. Okay, B part, the length of rectangular hall is 4 meter less than 3 times breadth. Okay, and the breadth is b meter. Okay, we take as a variable b. B represent the breadth of rectangular hall is b. Now length of hall equal to, what is the length? Length is 4 meter less, that means reduce the length, 4 meter less of 3 times the breadth, okay. Length is 4 meter less to the 3 times of breadth. So your length will be 3 into b, 3b minus 4 meters. Okay, so this is your length. Okay, so same as we solve the other questions. Question number C part. Okay, now we solve C part. Question number 1, C part. Now what is the question number of C? A rectangular box has height. Okay, height of box. What is the height of box? We use h, variable h. Height of box equal to h. Okay, h centimeter. Now its length is 5 times the height. Okay, length of box. How many length? 5 times the height. Okay, 5 times this means multiply by 5 into h, 5h centimeter. Okay, now what is the and breadth is 10 centimeter less than length. So breadth of box, what is the breadth? Breadth is 10 centimeter less, that means minus 10. Okay, minus 10 then the length. So what is your length? 5h. Okay, so breadth is 10 centimeter less than your length is your 5h minus 10. So this is your expressions. Okay, so remaining questions is for your homework. Okay, I already solved ABC portion. Now remaining question is for your homework. Okay, now and last exercise 11.5, very easy exercise given in this chapter. 11.5. Okay, question number 1. Okay, question number 1, 11.5. State which of the following are equation with variable. Now we find the equation with a variable. We already know equation as a one equal sign and LHS and RHS part. Okay, give reason in your answer. Identify the variable from which equation with a variable. Now we see 17 equal to x plus 7. 17 equal to x plus 7. This is equation or not? Okay, so we have two sides, LHS and RHS. 1 point. Second point is we have equal sign. Okay, so that means it is a equation with variable or not. Okay, so x is your variable, so it is an equation with variable. Okay, so this is your variable because it has two sides, LHS and RHS, and one equal sign. Now t minus 7 greater than 5. Okay, so this is not equation, it is not a equation, not an equation, because equation has a greater sign instead of equal sign. Okay, in equation both part LHS and RHS is always equal, but here equal sign is not given, here greater than sign, that means LHS part is greater than RHS part, so this is not possible in equations. Okay, so this is not a equations. Okay, now 2m less than 30, 2m less than 30, same as here is less than sign. Okay, this is a comparison signs. Okay, less than greater than is a comparison sign, not a equal. We all always find the equal sign in the equations. Okay, so this is not a type of equations. Okay, try to classify the equations in this questions, and m is your variable, t is your variable, x is your variable. Okay, now question number second, a table is given. In this question we have a equations and a value of variables. Okay, and what we find, equation is satisfied or not. Okay, that means what, we put the particular value to a equation, and if we got all two sides LHS and RHS are equal, so we our answer will be yes, these value is satisfied the particular equations. Now first equation is 10y equal to 80, so this is your expression, and value of variable, so in this expression y is a variable, and what is the value of variable, 10. Okay, so y equal to 10, so what is the value of variable, value is 10. Now we put the value in these equations. Okay, first 10 into y, what is the value of y, 10. Okay, so 10 into 10, 100. Okay, so here 100 is not equal to 80, LHS part is given, is give 100, but RHS is 80, so 100 is not equal to 80, that means y equal to 10 is not satisfied the equation. Okay, so your answer will be no, satisfied or not satisfied. Okay, now 10y equal to second part, 10y equal to 80, or and value is y equal to 8, so 10 into 10 y, what is the value of y, 8, 10 into 8, 80. Okay, now in this case LHS equal to RHS, so y equal to 8 is satisfy the equation. Okay, if we put the value of y, so we got both sides are equal, LHS and RHS both are equal, so in this case we can say that y equal to 8 is satisfied the equation. Okay, so your answer will be yes, and we take another b plus 5 equal to 9, we take another expression b plus, we take another equation, not a expression, this is a type of equation. Okay, b plus 5 equal to 9, and the value of variable is b equal to 5, here b is a variable. Now we solve we take LHS part. Okay, b plus 5. What is the value of b? 5 plus 5 equal to 10. Okay, and 10 is not equal to 9, so not satisfied. Okay, so remaining question is for your homework. Now we solve question number 4. Now we solve question number 4. Question number 4. Okay, we have a table. Complete the table and by inspection of the table finding the solution of equation m plus 10 equal to 16. Your equation is m plus 10 equal to 16 and your table is like this. Okay, the values and here, okay, m plus 10 and values is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, now we put the m equal to 1. M equal to 1, that means 1 plus 10, 11. Okay, now we put the value of 2. 2 plus 10, 12. Here 13, 14, same as 5, 15, and if we put m equal to 6, we got 16. Okay, so m plus 10 equal to 16. That means if we put the value of m is 6, 6 plus 10 equal to 16. So 16 equal to 16. So m equal to 6. M equal to 6 is satisfy the equation. Okay, so the solution of this equation is m equal to 6. Okay, same as we solve the question BCD part. Okay, now question number 3. Pick out the equation from the values. Okay, pick out the solution of value of equations. Okay, your equation is 5m equal to 60. 5m equal to 60 and values is 10, 5, 12 and 15. 10, 5, 12 and 15. Okay, now which value satisfy these equations? Okay, so first we put m equal to 10. Okay, so 5 into 10. Okay, 5 into 10 is 50 and 50 is not equal to 60. So 10 is, the m equal to 10 is not satisfy this equation. Now we put m equal to 5. 5 into 5, we got 25. Again 25 is not equal to 60. Okay, again m equal to 5 not satisfy this equation. Now we put m equal to 12. Okay, 12 5s are 60. Okay, and 60 is equal to 60. So m equal to 5 is satisfied the equation. Okay, so for m equal to 12. Okay, m equal to 12 among this 10, 5 and 15, the m equal to 5 is satisfy these equations. Okay, now remaining questions is for your homework. I hope you enjoy very well. This is chapter number 11 algebra. Okay, and try to complete your notebooks. Okay, now thank you.